Hey,
There you go.
okay.
So we're talking about like from, transmission.
Yeah,
And I said, so how does so your transmission, it's not so much about like, here's a tool or
yeah.
here's a process,
Okay,
although you can very much do that if you want. But
okay.
when I tune into this, it's more about like, what are the words or the vision that you have for what's possible if people were to really take what you're talking about, your medicine,
Yes.
in terms of deep embodiment, movement, dance, moving trauma through the body and pain through the body through
Mm,
dance and full embodiment. What would that
mm.
make available for humanity? And how would that help shift the collective consciousness so that we can trigger the Great Awakening timeline? That makes sense.
Wonderful. I love how you say that. That's amazing. Okay. So
Yeah.
it's more about how you write the words and yeah, I mean that's why filmmaking is such an incredible when I make the films, they're transmissions, like the film
Absolutely.
they're trans
Visual.
yeah, visual and oral. So
Beautiful.
um I mean, I'm not. I am a writer, but it's more. I'm more like a poetic storytelling
Yeah, beautiful.
writer. So this is quite new, but
Yeah.
I'm excited about it. So
So what it would make available, and we talk a lot about this, is, I say to everyone, I encourage you to develop a daily writing practice.
uh-huh.
And you don't have to, but I feel it just makes the process, that it enriches the process that much more. And that might look like, your morning pages from the Artist's Way, as an example,
Uh-huh.
or some like daily channeling where you're connecting with your higher self,
Beautiful.
or like we talk a lot about different practices that we can begin to explore. And that's going to help you finesse your style so that when it comes time for you to, and the beautiful thing about this, I don't know how much kind of content creation you do for your business, but everything that we talk about inside of this project is always directly applicable to your content creation and your messaging as well.
Yes, sure. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, that would also be inspiring. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So my background's in business strategy, right? And
Okay.
energetic work. I'd
Okay.
blend strategy and energetics. And I can't help but bring in the strategy because I love it. And I love supporting people to build their presence and to build their business. And so
Hmm.
I talk a lot about like, this is how you can apply this one thing that we're talking about here in the project. This is how you can apply it to your business and to your content. And I've noticed the people that really run with those little directions or invitations, they see big results in their engagement online as well. Big results in their courses, selling out, that kind of thing. It has, because it's all one and the same. It's all communication, really, at the heart of it.
Sounds good. I like it. I like it. I think I love your energy, Tash, by the way.
Well, thank you, thank you. I
I
really
do. I think you're
receive.
youthful and powerful and
Thank you.
amazing.
Oh, well, it would be such an honor to have you and your wisdom inside this project. I can see
Yeah.
beautiful
Yeah,
things.
I think it would be different to the others
Yes.
because they're more about, and this is more embodiment. I mean, are there any other more elder people in this group? They're all mostly young in this group.
Yeah, so we've got Genevieve and Julia. I think they are in their 50s.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I consider them to both be elder energy
Okay.
as well. Yeah.
Who's that? Which one's that one?
So
Jules?
Genevieve is the one I was talking about who had Netflix approach her.
And
Um,
then Jules Stone McLeod, her?
no, no. So Julia hasn't, well, actually Jules as well. Jules has that kind of energy, but Julia Petty, she hasn't yet accepted the invitation to enter into the group.
What's
But
her name? I think I know her. Julia.
Julia Petty, Peddie. All right,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think I know her. Yeah, I think I know her.
Go with
Yeah.
me 1 minute, Michelle. Did you want to leave? Yep. You sleep.
Um,
Yeah, Julia Petty's. Sorry, I've got my little fella.
no worries. Hello. Hi there.
Hasn't been sleeping today.
So my next question is,
Mm,
okay,
yeah.
I imagine do we pay up front?
So we've got either pay up front or payment plans as well.
Okay.
Um, I send you the website with all the info. I can drop it here for you if you like.
Yeah. And I
So,
guess the other thing is like, what happens if I run out of time and I can't deliver by that date? I guess it's just, yeah.
so the option would be to roll into another future book.
Okay.
But I really, I really
Obviously, I don't want to do that.
no, I feel this is the
But
one
six
that
weeks, like,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah. So, well, if you just decided to go straight to the publishing date, where are we? That would be one,
Well, you
two,
said May
three,
27th, so that's
four,
less than 6 weeks.
5, 6. That's 7.5 weeks.
Yeah, okay. And then how often do you do the calls and when are the calls when do you do the calls or
Yeah,
the record?
7.5 weeks.
When are the calls that you
So the
do?
calls will be scattered times just because we've got people from different time zones. But what I can do is send to you the next one will be not next Monday, but the following Monday at 1 p.m.
Okay,
But I've decided to do various times just because
sure.
someone in the Philippines and a woman in New Zealand, and we usually have people from all around. But yeah, I will give you the timetable for you to plug them into your calendar.
And otherwise you have recordings if you can't.
Everything's recorded, yeah. But the
Everything
other thing I will say back to your question, your past question is,
at time.
um,
Mm,
it's if we really set the intention and get into the right energy, a chapter like this can be written in a day. Like when we really like get in touch with, it's almost like channeling the channeled messages that come through. So it can be one of those things where we might sit on it for a very long time, but I really encourage my authors to first of all create that writing practice so that they can really be in the flow of writing. And it happens like your chapter will drop in for you. And my what I've noticed is that it takes a lot less time than people anticipate. It's only 3,000 or 4,000 words. It's not a lot. That's about 7 to 9 pages on Word. So actually, it might even be 6 to 8, thereabouts. So
mm,
it's not a huge amount. And often the hard thing is keeping it under that word count
mm.
rather than actually, sorry,
Okay.
rather than actually finding the words to make that, if that makes sense.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So if you dedicate, whether it's a half an hour a day to your writing practice
Mm,
or an afternoon a week,
mm.
you'll find that you'll be able to
To do
write your
it.
chapter
Yeah. And I
nice.
guess you get inspired by being in the group. I'm sure the group
Exactly.
energy would be inspiring too.
Exactly. The group energy is very
Group energy
powerful.
would be inspiring. Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Okay.
And I give a lot of prompts as well, like
Yeah.
creative writing prompts. So,
Okay.
for my people that do decide to take up a daily practice,
Mm,
I might do a few prompts a week where like, delve into this as something to respond to inside your writing practice.
mm.
Um, I feel myself, I'm a, what do you call it? Like a wordsmith. And I love the art of crafting words that move people, that really move and inspire. And so that's something that I bring into the container as well. Like, how can we communicate? It might not necessarily be writing, but how can we communicate in a way that that touches, moves, and inspires others? And of
Mm.
course, that has a ripple effect in your business as well.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely interested in having support with the writing
Yeah,
because,
cool.
yeah, I'm not so good with being super clear sometimes.
Sure, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
well, that's definitely what I will offer.
mm,
And it's a big decision to enter into a project like this,
mm,
just because of the nature of it. For some people, it's a cathartic experience, where it's a very big inner transformational experience. For others, it's much more centered on external growth. But I
mm,
see with this project particularly, we'll be having a lot of conversation around like what does it mean for you to be a leader, a warrior of light in like actively at this precise point in time. What does that look like for you in your business, with your clients? What does that mean for you right now at this precise point in history?
mm.
That's an ongoing conversation that we will be having.
Mm.
All of the projects have very different energies,
Mm.
based on, the title and the themes.
Mm.
And it's actually, you know what, I've started to see them now, not so much as a book project, that actually is about a movement that we are birthing, that we are co-creating and co-birthing together. And they very much do become a movement, especially when we feel that group dynamic really come into harmony collectively. We're like, okay, we're all sort of, our frequency is, we're vibing at the same kind of level, if that makes sense. Very
Yeah, because really the warrior of light is really love, isn't it? I mean,
yes,
love is the light. Love, divine, unconditional love. I mean, that's how I see the light. That is the
beautiful.
supreme light. Is love.
Absolutely.
Is the divine
It's
and transmissions of yeah. So
what's
that's
powerful about this though is that, and I guess any collaborative book, everyone will have a unique perspective on what they deem to be, for example, in this book, a warrior of light, right?
yeah. Mm.
Everyone has a different perspective. So for
Yeah. Cool.
me, when I first tuned into the energy of this book, it was like, I feel a warrior of light is someone who has the courage to shine the light on the dark, to really spotlight that, right? And so for other people, it's more about them connecting in with the light of God or source or the universe and transmit. So everyone has a different approach, which is what I think makes these books so rich, right? Different people responding to the title in different ways.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Well, thank you.
My pleasure. Yeah. Lovely to properly meet you. And
Thank you. Let me just take all that on board and I'm getting a yes.
okay, what I'll do is I'll transcribe
That
that for you.
sentence. Send me
Yeah.
that sentence. I'm just going
Yeah.
to
Mull over
dwell
it.
on that a little bit more.
Yeah. Beautiful.
And yeah, just let
Okay.
me. I mean, I've just got the commitment to the schedule is always my big thing.
Sure. Sure. Yeah. No, I understand. I'll
Everything
send
just
you
come
through.
to
I'll send you
um,
through the timetable so you can have a
that'd
look.
be awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, thank
Righty,
you so
Michelle.
much.
Lovely to chat.
Yeah, really great to meet you and see your little
All
son.
right.
Hello.
Gotta try and get
Hi.
this guy to have a nap now.
Hi. All
All
right.
right. Take
Thanks
care.
a
See you
lot.
later.
Bye. See ya.